Yeah, you have as a coach, maybe people don't, you can change your rotation. You can start at any of the 6 positions that you want to. And now, once again, Looper will be matched up against Babcock. And I thought that Dan Fisher might have started differently to get Olivia Babcock on the service line sooner. I would have her serve early.
I'd have her attack her high efficiency right now. She's 13 of 30. She is hot right now.
That ball served out of bounds. I don't know. Olivia was awfully good at soccer until she took up volleyball at 15. I don't know if she's very experienced at dodgeball, but it worked out there, almost got her. Valeria Vasquez Gomez will go back to serve, tied at 2 sets apiece. The winner moves on for their 3rd straight national semifinal. Keeping the pressure on Looper. Bergeron Kong. There was a net early. Nobody called a net. The net, we're going to have a challenge right away.
And Rachel Fairbanks runs to Dan Fisher and says, please don't pull that out. No, no, no.
Well, it was a net, but it was on his team.
A net on Emma Monks.
Each team with now with 2 challenges. I'm glad I mentioned that because you get an additional challenge when you move on to the 5th set. Stafford has been so good as this match has gone along. So has Babcock. Stafford in serve reception, in defense, in attacking. Tori Stafford's been the MVP of this final match of this regional. Number 1 seed Pittsburgh, number 2 seed Louisville.
That's the 66th reception as a team for Pittsburgh. Tori Stafford has taken 26 of them.
One more rotation and Babcock will be at the service line for Pittsburgh. Overpass. Wokolo with a smart tap down.
And that comes with experience. Wokolo not need to do anything flashy. She just knows where to put the ball because the points are the same.
And the job done at the service line by Kat Flood. 3 aces against Washington State on Thursday night. Another one earlier on to end the 3rd set. Tough swing here for Looper. Good, smart shot. Up into the block, recycle. Babcock down the line. What a swing.
Just when you think she is going angle, she goes and flicks that wrist. Thumb down, baby.
Timeout called by Louisville, and just like that, a quick 4-1 run by Babcock and the rest of the Pitt Panthers.
This is what I was questioning. When you see the rotation, as you mentioned, coaches can put out their best rotations in the 5th set. And I don't think that that was the start of Louisville's best rotation. You keep a struggling Charity Looper in that 1st position. You've got to find some offense, and you've got to think, since it's a short set, you have to be explosive.
Louisville timeout. They need to respond right here with a solid serve reception and take some pressure off of Looper as we get you back to the bracket. The winner of this will take on the winner of Nebraska and Arkansas next week in Tampa, and the same at the top. Texas and Stanford will be the nightcap, 10 Eastern time on ESPNU. Preceding that, Wisconsin and number 2 seed in that section, the Oregon Ducks. Olivia Babcock, 15 kills on 32 swings, and remember, she was 0 for her first 6. Got off to a very slow start, just like she did against USC in the 2nd round of this tournament. Righted the ship, and if you didn't know she got off to a bad start, you'd think, oh, this is a really good night. If you came in late, which you shouldn't have done. You should not have come in late. Louisville won the opening set, won the second 25-20, but it has been all the Pitt Panthers since then.
Look for Kat Flood to try to tag Looper and DeBeer.
Yeah, right now they are going away from Charity Looper, so that makes life very easy in a blocking scheme. Iko Jones is roofed, and the lead is 5-1.
Beautiful serve by Kat Flood, making offense unpredictable.
Camden Schran coming in right now to replace Anna DeBeer. Must side out situation. 12 apiece as far as blocks are concerned, but it seems like Pittsburgh has gotten a ton of them in the last couple of sets. Shank pass. DeBeer will come right back on. Do you remember last year in the national semifinals in the 5th set? It was so strange because in a 5th set, Pitt was taken out by a score of 15-2 in the 5th set after they had just gone at one another for about 2.5 hours. There is Flood again. Good pass by Scott, and that ball missed out of bounds. Boy, if you're Louisville, do you burn another timeout here?
This is where you have no answer. All of these athletes have reached this stage, and there is nothing that any coach right now can tell you. You've got to figure it out. You better figure it out quick.
Teams will change sides when one reaches 8. Lupert, nice swing against Vasquez Gomez. That was a really high quality swing. 7-2. Monks will come back on. And Flood doing a nice job in the serving substitute role. Boy, the crowd is getting very, very eager, as you might imagine. Standing room only. The tickets sold out here in less than 10 minutes.
And Louisville right now sticking with that 6-2 option. Bringing in Reese Robbins and Petrenko to serve.
Stafford again. Perfect pass. Wokalo, the recipient. Teams will change sides.
I see a lot of frustration on the eyes and faces of these Louisville Cardinals right now. Everything working, and this is not considered home court advantage for Pittsburgh. They're just doing everything right.
Gianmarco Wokalo, 6 of 11, hit 545. As a team, Pittsburgh now hitting 286. They're a perfect 4 for 4 here in the 5th. And look who's at the service line. Reese Robbins hitting left side. Overpass, Cressy will take care of it. What a good play by Reese Robbins. And you can see Danny Busboom-Kelly trying to move her players around as Aiden Bartlett will come back on.
But talk about fearless.
Yeah.
In a pressure situation, to be able to move a freshman around like Reese Robbins, and she just takes a swing at it.
Still time for Louisville. Nobody home. Oh, looked like it was going to be a good chance for Louisville. Instead, it's another block.
Just communication on the side of Louisville here. Gotta take that free ball.
That was a little bit unfortunate that time for Louisville. Reese Robbins stepping in and saying, my fault. Logan Mosley coming back on. Dory Stafford, at least for the moment, to the sideline with 18 kills. 9-3. Pressure on DeBeer. Free ball coming. Dug by Scott, but out of bounds. Louisville still does have a timeout. 10-3. Two very strange. There's the second final timeout. Two very strange 5th sets between these two outstanding teams last year in the national semifinals and this year. Could Pittsburgh possibly pull off back-to-back reverse sweeps against Louisville?
Right now, I'm going to say yes, because it is all Pittsburgh right now. There's a lot of worried faces on the side of Louisville, and this is not the time to figure out how to come out of this pressure.
Sunday afternoon on ESPN, the Invesco QQQ Basketball Hall of Fame Women's Showcase. Doubleheader is at Mohegan Sun Arena in Connecticut. Number 1 South Carolina squares off against number 11 Utah. That's at 2:30 Eastern time. Then we'll have the 23rd annual WNBA draft. That lottery will be at ESPN headquarters in Bristol, Connecticut, and then it's back to Mohegan Sun Arena for number 17 UConn and number 24 North Carolina. Back with Jen Hoffman. I'm Paul Sunderland. You go back and look at the score line. 50-35 for Pittsburgh over Louisville in sets 3 and 4, and right now on top 10-3. What turned this match on its head?
Olivia Babcock.
I should have said what or who.
It has been Olivia Babcock versus this entire match. She has come in and she's told Rachel Fairbanks, set me the ball, any given situation. And that's what I think Coach Fisher was discussing when he's talking about distribution, i.e. get Babcock the ball.
Mosley again. Still on DeBeer. Good service pressure. Over the top of the block and out of bounds. Looking for a touch. None there. You can't take it with you. So Danny Busboom-Kelly will challenge. It was a good swing. I just have no idea if it caught a small piece of the block. Again, the video evidence has to be 100% conclusive. The ball was called out of bounds. Officially, for the moment, it is 11-3. Remember, you get an additional challenge in the 5th set.
I'm not going to even say anything. You all can look.
But
fans, you can look. Not going to say anything about this call. Fans, you can look and decide for yourself.
The officials are still looking at video evidence.
Gets loose in the huddle of Pittsburgh. Definitely tight in the huddle for Louisville, figuring out how to pull themselves out of this deficit.
The ball was called out of bounds, and we're being told the call will be confirmed, giving Pittsburgh an 11-3 advantage. Very, very strange 5th sets between these two teams that have been so competitive and so elite.
Revenge is a dish best served very cold.
4 points away from 3 straight national semifinals. Garrett Cressy back at the line. She can go on a run.
We saw some service substitutions for her in the 3rd and the 4th set, so let's see what she can do here.
Babcock out of the back row. Three points away for Olivia Babcock and the Pitt Panthers. Another reverse sweep over Louisville. Oh, what a block by Monks. Emma Monks, the all-time single-season record holder in total blocks. 2 points away. Good pass by Bartlett. And Robbins missed it out of bounds. Match point, national semifinals point for the Pitt Panthers. Golden Griffin taking her time. DeBeer off the block and out of bounds. The crowd is ready to explode.
And there's definitely going to be a challenge on whether that touched Anna DeBeer on the way down.
Ball clearly landed out of bounds. It was called out, but if it did touch DeBeer on the way out, that would indeed be the match. Give you some of the numbers while we go through this. Tori Stafford, fantastic all night long, 18 kills. Babcock right there as well. I agree with you. She turned it around with her service pressure. Vasquez Gomez playing the total game as we take another look. Pagran Kong was fantastic. DeBeer 12 of 36.
And remember, we talked about it before this match even started. Coach Dan Fisher says we have to be suffocating on defense. 51 digs for Pittsburgh, only 36 for Louisville. Defense wins championships.
And Louisville, after 2 sets, was hitting well over 300. They're hitting 207 now for the match and negative 143 for this decisive set. Again, very strange. Last year in Omaha, Nebraska, the 5th set was a blowout, but in the other direction, 15-2. I mean, this is just kind of remarkable stuff. It's close. It's very close. But again, the video evidence has to be 100% conclusive. If the ball is called out of bounds, we play on. If not, Pittsburgh can book their ticket to Tampa.
I don't know what the largest comeback win, but I'm pretty sure that Pittsburgh can set their tickets to Tampa.
This is taking a long time.
Got to get this right, though.
Oh, of course, of course. But look how many, even if the call stands, Pittsburgh still has 9 match points. You're looking for Nebraska and Arkansas. They are over on ESPN News, and we'll get them. We'll get ESPNU to Lincoln as fast as possible. We're being told the call will stand, and so Louisville will serve to live another day. Crowd is not happy at all. Neither is Coach Dan Fisher. But if you look up at the scoreboard, Coach, you got to smile.
Just the energy, those intangibles that are coming from the side of Louisville. Yes, big deficit.
Ellie Glock will go back to serve. Match point number 2 for the Pitt Panthers, and what a comeback, down 2-0. And they have dominated these last 3 sets. 25-16, 25-19, and not quite there yet. We don't know what the final score will be. Fifth set tiebreaker to 15. For a chance to play for the championship. DeBeer. And keeps it, Louisville's hopes alive that time, inside of Klicka. Match point once again.
You don't want to happen for Louisville is to guess and automatically assume that this ball is going to Babcock.
Easy serve. You go to Monks. No. That ball is stuffed. That was not a good set by Rachel Fairbanks and Fisher. He's going to call a timeout. He's going to go, look, gang, one side out. They're serving to us easy. Let's pass the ball. Let's set Olivia Babcock, no matter where she is on the floor, and then go home. Let's check our bracket one more time. Wisconsin and Oregon at 8 Eastern Time. Texas, Stanford, and Nebraska and Arkansas are well underway. I'm being told Nebraska won the opening set over the number 3 seed Arkansas Razorbacks, who were in the regional final for the first time after their thrilling win over a red-hot team out of Kentucky. 14-7 by my count. This will be match point number 5. Really good crowd. They were silenced early on, but they have not been quiet for the last hour and a half or so. It's been all Pittsburgh. Look at what they've done in terms of side out and hitting efficiency. Completely turned this around. They're hitting .833 in the 5th set. Siding out, well, they were siding out at 100%. That's an old stat. That's an old stat sheet. Yeah, now 5 of 7, but still pretty good. One more side out, and you were going to the national semifinals, the only team in the tournament to accomplish that feat for the 3rd year in a row.
Now Olivia Babcock is coming out of right back, hitting that D. You've got Vasquez Gomez on that left pin for Pittsburgh. Rachel Fairbanks has all options at her disposal.
It's a very easy serve for the comeback win. Not yet. Wonderful dig by Bartlett. Oh, a drill by Monks. Pittsburgh in a reverse sweep for the 2nd time in a row against Louisville is going to Tampa to play for the national championship.
This is exactly what December is made of for volleyball. Right here, 2 top-tier teams out of the ACC battling for their spot in the national semifinals.
I'm just so surprised how these back-to-back 5th sets went, but Pittsburgh was playing at such a high level from the start of the 3rd set on. I mean, they just absolutely controlled this match. 15-7 in the 5th, but remember 25-16 in the 3rd, 25-19, and then 15-7. You add it up, and that is all the Pitt Panthers moving on for the 3rd straight year.